President Trump has announced that he is more than likely to have arrived at a deal for Gaza to end the fighting. And that is fantastic news, regardless of how we get there and who, such as Tony Blair, is tipped to be the man on behalf of the UN that stabilizes Gaza for the UN. We'll update you on all of that tomorrow, but that's been pretty much what's going to happen from both the combination of the public announcements made here by President Trump and, of course, some of the news on Tony Blair's proposal having been accepted by Donald Trump. So we are pretty much looking at that kind of outcome. There's, of course, pros and cons in that. And, we Radical Media have been among the strongest critics of Tony Blair, not least because he appears to have been behind some of the push to digital ID, which now Starmer's adopted. So there are pros and cons to that. But the overriding concern for everybody from an Accordist perspective, and everybody who subscribes to what we're seeking to achieve in stopping the war, our overriding priority at this stage should be to arrive at a ceasefire and stop the killing. Once you've got that, everything else becomes part of the conversation instead of negotiated through murder. So that's why the most important thing is to first stop the war. And in that regard, of course, there are always pros and cons, and we've just mentioned the situation with Blair, but there are many, many pros that outweigh that.